Hi, my name is Iviana, and I'm going to be doing Get Ready With Me story time. So I'm going to be doing my school routine. Well, my school/going out routine, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of both. So I'm going in with the bubble. I just put on some lotion. I'm going with the bubble fadeaway. Okay, and then I'm going into L'Oreal Paris. We're going to be doing a story time. So, my friends, Maddie, Madeline, and Rose have been friends for about 4 to 6 years. And so, me and Madeline have been friends for about 8 years. So Madeline and Rose, they always are always either in a fight or mad at one of us because what the other one said. And so every time they get into a fight, people would get upset because they're fighting so often. It's like every other day they're fighting, and they simply make up by like 2 periods later. It's just crazy. Okay, I need to fix this. But so they officially stop being friends. Just cut it out. Because Madeline likes a dude. And Rose took her man. And they dated for 30 minutes, they said. Which is crazy to me because how can someone date for 30 minutes? But I don't like that. Ooh, I just spelled that. They they finally said, you know what, we're done being friends. And now, so Maddie and Rose have been on and off fighting about the same dude. We're gonna call him L. And so L has been trying to avoid this whole mess, kind of like most of me and their friends. But so we try to avoid this mess, but they refuse to avoid it. So we're kind of just stuck in this when we don't need to be, which is so stupid because we didn't do anything. Not to them, not to each other. And so we're just chilling, and we were Maddie and Rose have been on and off fighting for weeks now, and we're planning on moving tables and stuff, and they're so annoyed with us. But so Maddie and me and Julia and Nixon, which are our friends, we were going outside for probably 3 or 4 hours after state testing, after we finished our math state test. And so we went outside, we hung out, we were outside, and Rose kept sending a girl over to us. We were gonna call her M, and her friend Kay was there, but she didn't want to get involved like any of us, but she just didn't have anyone else to hang out with at the time. So at this point, Mia's inside because she didn't want to go out, but she wasn't in class with anybody because she couldn't ask anybody if they wanted to stay or not. So eventually we just walk around, and she sends M and K over, and M is well, she doesn't like you guys, she doesn't want to talk to you. And the night before, just listen to this, the night before, Rose sent a text to Madeline that she didn't want to be friends with her anymore, and Madeline hasn't been wanting to be friends with her. So a big drama because they brought the whole group into it. And so Madeline is so upset, she made it all about her again, and so did Rose. And I'm not really on either side in this situation, but it's been 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm trying to stay out. But so they M and K start walking back and forth, And I keep getting dragged into these conversations. I keep telling them, I don't want to hear. And so I keep stepping back. And they keep going back to me. And so I eventually hear what they're talking about. They ain't talking about anything bad or anything. They're just like, well, I don't want to be friends with her either. And, well, she's mean. I don't like her. I don't want to be friends with her. All that. So right now we're just with Madeline and Julia. And I'm trying to stay out of it still, just like on the edge. But so this goes on back and forth, and it's like pretty boring stuff that they're talking about, just like how we don't want to be friends. How they don't want to be friends. And eventually Rose goes to the meanest teacher at our whole school, who is outside with us. She goes up to her. We're gonna call her Miss H. Miss H calls us all over. And I was like so confused because I was just like jumping hurdles on the track because I was bored. And I don't do hurdle or anything. I just like wanted to try it. Oh my god. We're gonna have to pull that out good. I might put concealer of that. Not red. Maybe the light. Yeah, I'm orange. Okay, and so we get called up by Miss H. And she's like, you guys need to explain this to me. And Rose starts saying, Julia was calling me a bitch, and Julia was saying this and that about me, and saying all these cuss words. And this dude, Robbie, who has a crush on her, starts agreeing with her. And her new boyfriend just, like, walks over. He gets yelled at. And Robbie gets yelled at because he wasn't supposed to be talking. So, after they get yelled at and stuff, after, like, they get yelled at to leave, we find out that Robbie is in the story, and so they bring Robbie in to this, like, it's like a whole circle, and they're making a big fuss about it. And so, eventually, it's, MK, this girl, we're gonna call her Z, because she doesn't really have much to do with it. We were all stuck there, and Robbie, which is a-hole. But, we were all stuck with it. And Kay didn't really do anything. She was just with M, which I stated previously. But we were all taken inside. And this is like 5 minutes before the bell rang. I'm telling you, like 5 minutes. They were already, people in recess were coming in like 2 minutes later. And we're like, that's probably like 8 or 10 minutes before the bell rings actually. And so she leaves for like 3 minutes, and most of the girls start crying, and I'm over there like trying not to cry because it's like crazy, and I've never gotten in trouble for anything like this before. And so like I'm trying to stay out of it, and I get dragged in again. And Madeline says, well, Katie didn't do anything. Oh, I didn't mean to say her name. Katie didn't do anything, but M was definitely Kay was just walking with her. And so that goes, that push comes to shove. But she goes over to Kay next, and Kay's like, she was like crying. It was crazy. She was questioned. She's like, I was just with McKenna. I wasn't in any of it. I wasn't part of this drama. I don't know why I was dragged in here. And so she was sent back up to AA.